In 2006, a new TV star named Duff emerged from the Food Network. But a decade after his hit show's cancellation, fans are still wondering what happened to everyone's favourite cake baking series. Now, we're dishing on why Ace of Cakes went off the air.
Who wants cake?
According to The Hollywood Reporter, it was officially game over for Ace of Cakes in 2010. Duff Goldman, series star and owner of Charm City Cakes in Baltimore, Maryland, left a statement on his company's website confirming the news.
So you gotta just deal with it.
Goldman revealed that the series had finished production on what would ultimately be the final season of Ace of Cakes. With season 10 of the series in the can, the finale brought the total episode count to 116. Now, that's a lot of hours of behind-the-scenes activities at a small cake bakery, so many concluded that Ace of Cakes may have simply run its course. The cast and crew also produced a huge amount of content in a relatively short time, given that Ace of Cakes baked up more than 100 episodes over the span of just 5 years. In the early 2000s, Food Network found a level of popularity it had never seen before. It began downplaying its traditional lineup of cooking shows in favour of brand new reality programming. Reality shows told sitcom or soap-style stories, but crafted them around characters who also happened to be real people. Food Network stars quickly became bona fide TV celebrities, and one of the network's biggest breakout personalities was Duff Goldman. He was an easygoing, self-deprecating, remarkably talented pastry chef. And once his show became a hit, the network was eager to let the newly minted star stretch his creative muscles for their brand. Upon confirming the cancellation of Ace of Cakes to The Hollywood Reporter, Food Network general manager Bob Tushman claimed that it wasn't all over for Goldman. Indeed, over the next few years, the Cake Master would be all over the network, both as a producer and as an on-air personality. In addition to appearances on The Best Thing I Ever Made and LA Sugar, Goldman hosted Cake Masters, Duff Till Dawn, and Sugar High, and served as a judge on Donut Showdown and Kids Cook-Off. In 2010, right around the time that Food Network formally cancelled Ace of Cake, the NBC sitcom 30 Rock featured an exchange in which Liz Lemon debated the smartest thing she's ever said.
What about 3 years ago when I said there should be more TV shows about cake?
The joke poked fun at cake-loving Liz Lemon, but also at the TV cake show fad. Around that time, viewers had their pick of a bevy of frosted options. There was Ace of Cakes, Cake Boss, Fabulous Cakes, Sweet Genius, Cupcake Wars, and Ultimate Cake Off, and that's just to name a few. That's major content saturation around one subject. And as is typical with a trending topic, it eventually began to wear out its welcome. And when audiences tune out, it's the end of the line for a former craze. This is how it happened with Cake TV, as the cake baking fad faded away. Late 2010 was thus a natural time for Ace of Cakes to end. After showing off his amazing baking chops over dozens of episodes of his series, Duff Goldman became very famous. As an expert on all things cake, he became an in-demand figure in the worlds of food and food business by 2010. And all of his side ventures took up the time and energy that otherwise would have been devoted to Ace of Cakes. That is, at least while it was on the air. Few things are more time-consuming than expanding a business, and Charm City Cakes was booming. According to the Baltimore Sun, Goldman put in the effort to meet the demand by opening new branches of his flagship bakery. In 2011, Charm City Cakes West launched in Los Angeles, and 6 years later, he added a second Baltimore outlet.
Let's get a glitter cannon, right, and put it in its butt.
That's going to be a real special effect.
He also partnered with Gartner Studios to launch his own line of baking gear called the Duff Goldman Collection. The chef also expanded his empire into ice cream, according to Eater. He appeared on the packaging for Blue Bunny cake-inspired flavors, including Chocolate Lovers Triple Chocolate Cake, I Do Wedding Cake, and Red Carpet Red Velvet. One of the same reasons why Ace of Cakes ended also speaks to why a reboot is probably not in the cards. By the time the series debuted in 2006, Charm City Cakes had only been around for 4 years, and by all accounts, Goldman was a newbie to the biz, as were most of his employees and colleagues. And their fly-by-night attitude and charming lack of experience are what made the show so special. Goldman told Mashed in 2021, The thing about Ace of Cakes was, I didn't know what I was doing, right? I'd never worked in a cake shop before, so everything we were doing on that show, we were just making it up.
It's a cake shop. Should be fun.
All told, Ace of Cakes was a show about people figuring out how to operate a business at every level. And after 10 seasons, Goldman and Company had made Charm City Cakes one of the top bakeries in the country. But this era of success wouldn't make for a show nearly as interesting as those early seasons of Ace of Cakes. Goldman explained, "It was a very special time and place that I'm just not sure we can ever really recreate."
We still rock.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favourite celebrity chefs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.